Hello there. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hello. That's some nice timing there, music. Okay, we gotta turn one thing on. Okay, it's on. Streamlabs, okay. Game. Alright. I'm flying. Okay. We're right into it. Oh. Hit that move on my phone. Alright. So we're here in the Churning Mists. Just arrived. Just arrived. I didn't look at this yet. It's pretty cool. Right. Okay. So we're up here. What's up, Alfino? What's the plan? Now that we have scaled the mountain, there remains the problem of finding Heavensward himself. Oh. Eh? There's Moogles all the way up here? What manner of creature is that? What? Ah! Panic! Panic! Run away! Cedric, did my eyes deceive me, or was that a Moogle? Huh. It was definitely a Moogle. It was my understanding that he only dwelled within Twelveswood. I certainly never expected to see one in Churning Mists. The Moogle does live here, however, he may know where Heavensward makes his lair. Quickly now, before we lose the creature completely. Okay. After it. Ah, he's gone. Cedric, we must widen our search. Empty. What's happening? Etheric disturbance. The nearby air appears warped. You sense that concealing magics are at work. Oh. That wasn't one of the points though. I've heard tales of these Moogles, but 'tis the first time I've ever laid eyes on one. They are rather adorable, aren't they? What? Why do you stare at me so? Can I not find a creature adorable? My heart is not truly made of ice. It's cute to sail. I see no evidence of this Moogle of yours. Are you certain it wasn't a trick of the light? Mayhaps 'twas simply one of these strange plants shifting in the breeze. What? Listen, we know how to see. We know how to see. Sealing magic. There's no sign of a Moogle in the area. Yeah, there's definitely not. Wow. Take a regen. I'm sure I glimpsed the Moogle fleeing in this direction. Could he be concealing himself with magic? Definitely. Definitely is. Confound it. If we but enlist the aid of one of the local Mughals, I am certain Hraesvagar would not elude us for long. Though the eye enables me to sense the presence of dragons, I can only identify Nidhogg's with any certainty. We could wander the mist for days and not know if we are any closer to his brood brother. And those are days we cannot well afford to squander. Shall we divide our forces then? Lady Ysayle, might I ask you to question any dragons whom you judge it safe to approach? I shall try, yet I fear the influence of Nidhogg's rage will render most of the Dravanians in the area of deaf to reason. And what of you, Master Alfino? I have not yet given up on the Mughals. Cedric, come with me to Gridania. I mean to petition the aid of the Mughals' kin in the Twelveswood. After that business with Muggle, I dare say they will be glad to help us. Assuming you have no need of me, I shall remain here. Nidhogg senses both the loss of his consort and the coming of the Eye, and his attention is firmly fixed in this direction. I mean to do what I can to hold his gaze in the hope that it might delay any action against Ishgard. Thank you, Estinian. Come then, Cedric, let us make haste for Gridania and rendezvous at Nafika's altar. Ah, but I neglected to tell you. There's an aetheryte of ancient construction here which should make the return journey rather less arduous. Pray do not forget to use it. Yeah, I don't know what you would do. That'd be very terrible. To head to Gridania and come and try to come back without I gotta make this a preferred place. I'm not using any preferred places. Set favorite destination. Yeah. I sent word to the elder Soothsayer upon arriving in Gridania, and I am pleased to report that she has agreed to grant us an audience. If anyone can help us to contact the Twelveswood Mughals, it is she. We're expected at the Lotus Stand. I trust you are familiar with the Conjurer Station at its entrance. A little bit. We've only been here like a dozen times. Only a dozen. So. I bid you welcome, friends. The Admiral spoke of having met with you, but 'tis no less a relief to see you safe and hail with mine own eyes. We humbly thank you for agreeing to receive us upon such short notice, my lady, and for all you have done for us in our absence. Should that it were solely to express our gratitude, but we came to you this day. Alas, the tides of battle yet dictate our comings and goings. Elder Soothsayer, we would beg your wisdom in a manner that may finally bring an end to the Dragon Song War. Speak on, friend. I see, so you seek a means to contact these Mughals of the Churning Mists. Kupo, I say, Kupo! Greetings, Kuplo Cup. To what do we owe the pleasure of your company? I was struck by the sudden urge to bring you some fruit, Kane, and I'm jolly glad I did. Tell me more about these Mughals in the sky, Kupo. 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 I will gladly tell you all I know, though it amounts to precious little. We encountered a Mughal high in the clouds of Dravania and had hoped that you and your kin in the Twelveswood might agree to facilitate a meeting. Pray correct me if I'm mistaken, Kupo, but there are legends, are there not, which speak of Mughals who dwelled beyond the clouds? Indeed there are, Kupo. Long, long ago, back when the world was still young, they say my ancestors served the gods up in the heavens. Of course, that was before their masters took to bickering like spoiled children. Ah yes, the tale of good King Mogomog the Twelfth. He is revered for holding fast to a rope of miraculous strength that his subjects might climb down from the sky and escape to the world below. Ignoring the more fanciful aspects of the tale, it may well be that Kuplo's ancestors hailed from the Churning Mists. Given how long his kin have resided in Twelveswood, it is perfectly possible that the details of their history have faded into myth. Indeed, Master Alfino, such stories often contain a measure of truth. It is like that the Moogles of the Churning Mist tell similar tales of the world below. I can well imagine why the one you encountered fled at your approach. Oh, fleeing second nature to us. We often hide when the larger races come tramping through the forest. Of course, where there's one Moogle, there's bound to be more. Which is why I've decided to take a trip to the clouds, Kupo. They surely won't be afraid to talk to me. I was hoping you might say that, Master Kuplo. You will accompany us then? Just to try and stop me, Kupo. I'll admit the thought of venturing outside the Twelveswood is a bit unsettling, but I can hardly refuse a chance to meet my distant cousins. If you will have me, I too will accompany you on this venture, and lend my voice to your cause as an ambassador of Gridania. You won't know anything about Gridania, though. My lady, are you quite certain? How oft has our nation turned to the scions of the Seventh Dawn in its hour of need? How oft have we asked the Warrior of Light to risk his life to save our own? Full many times, I say to you, and never have they refused us. Thus do I choose this day to offer mine aid to our allies and the good of the realm. Is this not just? Everybody is very concerned. A most unexpected and most welcome offer, Elder Saitsair. Would be honored by your presence. Dini is crying again. Pray return to the summit and inform our companions of these developments. I will serve as the Elder Saitsair's guide on the journey back to Sumbal. It being a path I've already trodden, I do not anticipate any great difficulties. Besides, we shall have the Elder Saitsair's personal guard to escort us. Okay, good luck. Still sparkly over there. Well met, Warrior of Light. Nidhogg is not stirred, but he watches us unblinking. Like the Eye of Sauron. Same color too. The Elder Saitsair herself answers your call. There is naught to do but wait. That's a long wait, right? Like, it's a far way to go. We just stood around for like an hour and they arrived. Greetings, my friends. I'm happy to report that our journey was mercifully uneventful, devoid as the road was of Dravanians. It would seem the dragons have abandoned Sumbal for the Churning Mists. Elder Saitsair, may I present to you Sir Estinian, Ishgard's Azer Dragoon. It is an honor to meet you, Sir Estinian. I've heard many tales of your order's extraordinary skill and courage. Friends, I feel it only right to inform you that we are not alone. The Moogles are all around us even as we speak, and I should imagine they are more than a little concerned by the horde of strangers that have descended upon their home. Mayhap now would be an opportune moment to introduce ourselves. How do we do that? This should serve. They're hiding, of course, but there are so many of them, Koopa. I am Khan A. Senna. My companions and I have braved the long road from the 12's Wood to share words with you. On this, the occasion of our first meeting, we bring an offering of light and wind. Oh, such a gentle and pleasing glow, Koopa. Wow. I am Moglin, chieftain of this Mogul clan. Chieftain Moglin, it is an honor to meet you. Greetings, I am Kupo Cup, ambassador of the 12's Wood Moogles. The Moogle from the world below? Your hide is of a different hue, but that palm is unmistakable. I might need a moment here, Kupo. My companions were no less surprised to learn of your existence here amongst the clouds. I hope they did not startle you overmuch in their eagerness to make your acquaintance. Full well can I imagine your wariness. I am told that men have not walked here in nigh on 1,000 winters. Mayhap you will forgive them for their forwardness when I unfold to you the grave matter which first brought them into your midst. My companions crave an audience with the great worm Heavensward, that they might negotiate an end to the war to expand a dragon. An end to war, you say? I trust you, Kane Senna. The light of peace shines brightly within your soul. But I'm afraid the same cannot be said of your friends. To be plain, we did not hide ourselves because they were the first of your kind to be seen here in 1,000 years. Well, not only because of that. We hid because we smelled dragon blood. These skies are home to many, many dragons. While some crave peace, such as Heavensward, many others crave the opposite, such as Nidhogg. Suffice it to say, we are worried that the presence of your blood-splattered warrior friends will attract the attention of the nastier kind, and invite destruction into our happy home. Now just a moment, chieftain. Cedric here may have doled out the odd thrashing or two, but it's always been for a good reason. He is a champion of the 12's Wood Moogles, and I'll not hear his good name slandered. Thank you. Now, Ambassador, let's not ruffle each other's fur. I shall of course take your testimony into consideration. If I may, chieftain, there is little room for trust twixt strangers. Might we not take this opportunity to learn more of each other? An excellent suggestion, Kupo. In the interest of fostering friendship and keeping an eye on you, I extend to you the hospitality of Mog Home. Prove yourselves worthy of our assistance, and it will be yours. I shall be watching, Kupo. 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 Look at that. It's nice. Tell me, in the world below, do all of your kind look so different from one another? It must be terribly disconcerting. What was it Kupo Cop called you again? I am Cedric. Cedric, your names are as odd as your appearance. Have you ever considered a nice Moogle name? Moglin is taken, by the way, Kupo. As are Moghan, Mog, and Mogwin. These being the names of the 3 wise Moogles who administer the momentous challenges that I have devised to measure your worth. I call them the trials of trustworthiness. Undertake these trials and we shall soon see whether or not you are worthy of our aid. Okay. Well, I kinda still want to level dark. Eventually. Kinda. Maybe. Moghan. Hello, yes, I'm Mughon, the foremost alchemist in Mugholm. If you must know, if your tummy's gloopy or your wings are droopy, I have a potion to fix that. Or, I would if I didn't keep running out of ingredients. Lucky you're here to do my trial. Yes, go forth, mighty adventure, and mightily pluck 3 sprigs of cloud's breath for me. You'll find it blooming near the entrance to Ale Tome. It's not the safest of places, so don't let yourself be too distracted by the pretty flowers. Kabow. Okay. Mug. Yes, you have the pleasure of speaking with Mug. I know, I'm the fluffiest, most enchanting creature you've ever laid eyes upon, Kupo. It isn't easy being this adorable. I can barely take a stroll outside without those relentless Dravanians throwing themselves at me. Why, they look as if they might just gobble me right up. I think that's the point. In any case, fleeing their overbearing adulation is growing a bit tiresome. Your trial, sir, is this. Find these ardent archaeosaurs and slap them some manners into them, Kupo. Perhaps a firm smack on the snout will teach them to appreciate my charm from afar. Okay. Mugwin's the name, and art is my game. When it comes to painting, there are none in Mugholm who can match my talent with a brush, Kupo. I know why you've come. Chieftain Mugwin has demanded that I test your trustworthiness. But as I trust no one to create art that will satisfy me, I instead charge you with retrieving a masterpiece I seem to have misplaced. It was an ambitious and innovative work, guaranteed to fetch at least 4 Koopa nuts on the open market. You must find it. Question the masses. Surely a pebble painted with such vibrant color and unmistakable panache cannot have escaped the notice of every Moogle in Mugholm. Okay. Alright. Hey, do you see a painting somewhere? Mugwin is missing his masterpiece, Kupo? I mean that paint-smeared mess of a pebble? I've not seen it recently, a fact for which my eyes are profoundly grateful. Maestro Mugwin has misplaced his masterpiece, Kupo? Oh, happy day. If I'm the swifter in finding it, I will soon have a genuine Mugwin for the price of a little perspiration. Honestly, who has 4 Koopa nuts just lying about to spend on such luxuries? Dunya? I don't know much about his stone, but I do know Mugwin's been creeping out of the back way to Salmal Summit from time to time. Kupo? Maybe he left it up there. Nice, okay. Go. Check it out. Oh. Dina. Maybe I'll go get our food. As soon as I figure out where this location. Wait. Did I come up here for now? Oh, I have to talk to Mugwin first. Wow, what did you find out, Kupo? Yes, now that you mention it, I do seem to recall leaving my pebble out in the sun to dry. The second part of your trial commences. Go adventure and retrieve my masterpiece before some art-starved admirer swipes the stone for himself. Okay, now we gotta go up. I know, Daniel, hold on. Ah, painted stone. Can I jump? Jump down? No? No? That's a shame. Yes! Ah, ha, 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 ha. Okay, give me a second for cat food. I think she's gonna be better now. Let me adjust my... There we go. That's all better, right? Alright. Gotta move on here. 64, this shouldn't bother me too much. Cloud's breath. Oh no. Oh, it's those guys. Okay. Then let's hit this. Vincent, come now. There we are. Nice. Oh. Ah. You guys finished now? Okay. Need one more of these plants. Where are you, plants? Not this way. Where is it? Up. Oh, there it is. It was up. Excellent. Let's go, Vincent. That's the only reason I should work on Grand Company, so I can get an apartment somewhere. Bum, 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 bum. Ugwin. Do you have it, Kupo? Is my masterpiece safe? I have. Oh, sure. Yes, this is my work. Isn't that quite exquisite? I call it Contemplations of Zenith. Thank you, sir. At last, I can exchange my art for those delectable Koopa nuts. Chieftain Mulgwyn will hear of this valorous deed. I think I can use that already. Yeah, I can. Nice. Mug. You were able to humble my Dravanian devotees. Wonderful. You're as capable of, as I am captivating, Kupo. Still, my precious perfection does not excuse those lost from pursuing me so mercilessly, their tongues lolling and bellies rumbling. The Dravanians and their ilk have much to learn about acceptable acts of admiration. I was leaning over. Can actually kind of use those. Kind of. Well, Khan, did you have any trouble finding Cloud's breath? I do need it quite urgently, you know. Oh yes, these are perfect, Kupo. Now I have the main ingredient for my palm tonic. Speaking of which, how are you feeling, sir? Should you ever feel your palm losing its bounce, then I'm your Moogle, Kupo. My palm is quite fine, thank you very much. You've completed the trials of trustworthiness. Okay. Cedric, if that is what you insist on calling yourself, have completed the trials of trustworthiness administered by the taskmasters Mulgin, Mugmug, and Mugwin. During these grueling tests of character, I closely observed your conduct, as well as that of your companions. And I have decided, Kupo, rather gather your friends before me now so I need not repeat myself needlessly. Okay. Oh! Margaret has a blue quest for me. Yeah. These trials over then, and my tests have been little more than household chores. For hosts elect not to grant our aid after working us like packed chocobos, I shall demand compensation and Kupo nuts out of principle. But I hope it will not come to that. Let us hear the chieftain's verdict, shall we? Never work for free, Alfino. Never work for free. Standing here in Mogholm, my thoughts turn inevitably to the legend of good King Mulgomog XII and his seat in the heavens. Like most, I thought it no more than a myth, a story for younglings that grew with the telling. But with every passing moment, I become more certain that we have discovered the origin of the tale. Full eager am I to hear what the chieftain has to say. How go your trials, warrior of light? I myself have been sent on a number of expeditions to chastise the local dragon population. Did not their chieftain wish to avoid inflaming the Dravanians? Such contradictions aside, our hosts seemed entranced by the height of my leap. They compared me to Mog, a lance-wielding Moogle warrior of Eld who also favored such attacks. Final Fantasy VI reference. It was meant as a compliment, I expect, but I doubt these furry lumps could outleap a Karakul lamb, much less a dragoon. Conclude your business here swiftly, Cedric. I like not this place. Relax, sister. Relax. Take it easy. We've become such friends, Kupo. My Moogle cousins love to sing and dance as much as I do. Chieftain Mogwin has finally come to a decision, has he? Well, I suppose I'd better flutter over and see him then. Sail. What sorcery is this, that my heart should stir at mere fluffiness? Cedric, I was... No matter. What is it? Chieftain Mogwin has made his decision. Well, let us not keep him waiting then. Never have I seen such determined workers, Kupo. It would have taken us moons to complete all those dreary chores and niggling errands. Rude. And have our labors proven the purity of our intentions, Chieftain? Without a doubt. In fact, there was never really all that much to doubt to begin with. You were, after all, already friends with a fellow Moogle. But you see, before any meeting with Heavensward could take place, a certain preparations needed to be made. And what's better way to help you pass the time than by having you perform all the tiresome tasks that no one ever wants to do, Kupo? Rude. Oh dear, the horn. Bring out the horn, quickly now. We blow on this wondrous instrument whenever we wish to speak with the great worm, Kupo. We haven't perhaps been treating it with the care it deserves of late. I think Balgan may have sat on it. So we needed some time for cleaning and polishing and straightening. No lasting harm done though. Now you need simply head to Zenith, the worm's dwelling to the west, and give the horn a good toot. We're in your debt, Chieftain. Thanks to your noble gift, we shall finally have a chance to plead our case to Heavensward. Very possibly, yes, but I wouldn't get my hopes up too high, Kupo. The old worm isn't terribly fond of, Your concern is appreciated, but I'm quite certain that Heavensward will welcome our overtures. Should we ever arrive at his lair? Come, we have squandered enough time already. Calm down, Estinian. Chieftain Mogwin, we thank you for your gracious hospitality. We must soon take our leave. I pray that we may continue to nurture the shoots of this new-sprung friendship twixt earth and sky. Of course, Kupo. Visit us whenever you wish. Consider Mogholm your home amongst the clouds. Very nice. Thank you very much. Thank you. Moghan. Thanks for help, Kupo. I doubt I would ever have found time for all those rotten chores. Hey, it wasn't my idea. If the chieftain had spent a little less time sitting about and a little more time chieftaining, things would never have gotten so messy in the first place. And he was the one who sat on the horn, by the way. But now all the errands are done and the horn is fixed, so all is well that ends well. Hey, Kupo. Hey, Kupo. Hey. Hey, Kupo. Well, I expect you're eager to be on your way. Did I mention your friend was looking for you, Kupo? If not, Alfino is looking for you. I'll be waiting just outside, stretching my wings. Let me know when you're ready to depart. Wait, what do you mean? You're coming with us? You can say anything about that. To the best of my knowledge, we have all that we need for our trip to Zenith, and I believe the Elder Seedsayer and her retinue will soon be making the journey back to Gridania. It would be remiss of us, I think, not to convey our gratitude to them prior to going our separate ways, shall we? I guess so. Thanks for your help. Alfino Cedric, I do humbly thank you for what has been a most enlightening experience. Were it not for your pioneering spirit, the existence of these Moogles might never have been revealed to us. 'Tis we who should be thankful, Elder Seedsayer. Were it not for your timely diplomacy, they would never have chosen to reveal themselves at will, at all. And 'twas your presence, Kublai Kop, that ultimately won us their trust. You must have taken great courage to leave the sanctuary of the 12's Wood, We're exceedingly glad that you did. It was my pleasure, Kupo. I made so many new friends and have so many fantastic tales to tell my king's Moogles back home. Kupo! And it is our home that we must now return. May you ever walk in the light of the crystal, my friends. Safe journey, Elder Seats here. We too must be on our way. Heavensward awaits. Warrior of Light, pray attend closely to your companion, Sir Estinian. Beneath that stoical facade, a storm of anguish sees unseen. He's being influenced by Nidhogg's anger. It's alright. Don't worry about it. He'll be okay. We'll take care of him. Right. Let's head out this way. Mm-hmm. 610 to the northwest is somewhere over here. Wow. Bye. Dina. Flying. Have you said your goodbyes and dabbed away your tears, Kupo? Then we are indeed ready to go. Why would I be crying? Well. It's not bad looking. As Chief Demogan already explained, the shiny instrument we gave you is the best means of grabbing Heavensward's attention. I'll come along and show you the way to Zenith. That's the big place where you need to blow the horn. First things first though, we need to make for Asa. Oh, and watch out for rampaging dragons. Maybe that should have been the first thing, Kupo. Kupo! Oh, there's another blue quest. 2 already? It's halfway done. Roadkill. Where are we going? It's all the way out there. I wonder, is it above or below? Let me take a detour, see what's up. I'm pretty sure we're gonna turn that way for the main quest. Right. Pretty sure. It doesn't say it's up, so it should be just fine to go around here. Why are you asking people if you should switch jobs? Play what you're like. If you're enjoying Red Mage, keep playing Red Mage. People are weird sometimes, man. So we'll go the roundabout way. Oh, maybe we do come through here. Can I make my way? I can't make my way over that, I think. I think it's too... Can't even get on top of that, right? Maybe? If I could go up and over, that'd be great, but I don't think I can. I'm just gonna go this way. Yeah, it's too rocky. Way too rocky. It's alright, that's okay. I forget how it connects in here, which is mostly my fault. Hey! Sanchini, thumb down. Uh-oh. I like the sign. Just look at that. Boom. Boom. Choo 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 choo. That was in self-defense. Sure, yeah. Oh, see, yeah, there's no... Okay. Will this uncover the map? Oh, yeah, it will. Hey. You don't need to bother me. How is only 10% of Final Fantasy XIV the story? What? Boom. 281 to the northwest. It's not very far away, is it? Get wrecked. Okay, very good. Oh! Turned it in over there, that's very nice. $137 to the northwest, it's very close. Very close now. There it is. Very good. Very, very good. That way. Yeah. Why? How do you think 14 is only 10% story? Bum 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 bum. Leave me alone, T-Rex. I don't know how I'm related to them. They don't even have wings or anything. Sad, sad dragons. Like, I don't know, maybe their definition of story is very weird. But like, no matter what almost no matter what you're doing, it involves the story, right? Like, Are you doing the Alliance raid? Story. Are you doing, what's it called? Like Pandemonium? Right? Story. Oh, summoning stone. Right. You know, while I have this connection available to me, I'm gonna go back, log home. I probably should just teleport it to log home and then whatever. I'll pop back, turn it in, come right back over. Vulgus side. It's terrible. I like that the Chocobo Porter things are flying chocobos. Definitely makes it a lot quicker. Unbeliever. Cedric Nightvale to F. Many thanks. Okay. Have fun. I can understand the movement of the winds. Yay. Do. Wait, why is somebody talking about the near games now? What? What's happening? Asa. What's Asa? Oh. That's very nice. There's only one more of those already. I'm touching it first. Wow. 690 to the west. Nice. Things were a bit bitey for a while there, but I think we've arrived in one piece, Kupo. I wonder what has the dragon so awfully snappy. I mean, the bad ones are always bad, but they seem worse than usual. Oh, really? Fancy. We may have a small problem, Kupo. When the winds are high like this, Hraesvelgar invariably abandons his lofty perch and heads to the lands below to hunt. If you try blowing the horn now, I doubt he'd hear it. I suggest we stop at the clearing up ahead and rest until the wind dies down. Okay. Let's go on ahead. Lower Sky Lord. They're proper dragons, aren't they? Ah, now see, these are my people. See how the wings and front arms are the same thing? Those are my people. Wyverns. This should do nicely, Kupo. The winds will likely have died down by tomorrow, but until then we might as well make ourselves comfortable. Tomorrow? We must interrupt our journey so close to its end. I suppose this place is as good as any. Mayhap a brief respite from the hardships of the road will help to clear our minds in readiness for the coming parley. Very well then, I believe a campfire is in order. Leave the gathering of fuel to me. I acquired a keen nose for firewood during my time in the frozen wastes of Quartus. Alphino, it was like 2 days ago. Clear our minds? It is Master Alphino whose mind needs clearing. The thought of meeting a great worm in the flesh has befuddled the boy. Did you see him stroll away as if these ruins were not crawling with deadly beasts? Follow him, Cedric, and see that the wildlife does not make a meal of our young friend. We will have the camp ready by the time we return. Well, he went pretty far away, didn't he? Hey, are you gonna... Listen. Listen. What is your problem? Boy. I can't wait to get 70. I see I was right to worry about the boy's safety. Once Alphino returns with the wood, we can see about supper. Dace Queen has filled a pot with what look like stew ingredients ready for the fire. You've gathered the firewood twice, Alphino. Congratulations. You can pick up sticks. A few things, compared to the simple pleasure of sitting beside a crackling campfire of one's own making. You've done this twice, sir. So speaks the great explorer. Until recently, you wouldn't have recognized firewood if it came with a kindling and a flint. As well, you instructed me so patiently then. But yes, left to my own devices, I would have been compelled to signal to a sail with a pile of damp leaves. At least you recognize, Alfino. At least you recognize. I was born the pampered son of a Charlian dignitary, and alongside my twin, became the youngest student ever to be accepted into the studium. How proud I was to match wits with scholars and philosophers. How ignorant of mine own shortcomings that hubris invited manipulation and betrayal, and led to the downfall of science. We, all of us, are guilty of similar ignorance. How many men lay down their lives never knowing what it is they fight for, never questioning that which they have been taught to believe. A lot, Sale, a lot. 'Twas only upon meeting Heavensward that I learned the truth hidden within our history. Were it not for that chance encounter, I would never have vowed to tear down the Holy See, and expunge the falsehoods with which it fans the flames of conflict. I would have lived and died in ignorance. That the truth has driven me to do terrible things I cannot deny, but I would rather sin in the pursuit of peace than imagine myself virtuous for perpetuating a needless war. If this journey has taught me anything, it is the importance and difficulty of holding to one's convictions in the face of failure, striving always to replace one's ignorance with knowledge. Why are we getting so deep here, guys? You're well on your way, Master Alfino. At your age, I was but a fool swinging a spear, with scarcely a thought in my head. Even now, I struggle to acknowledge the misconceptions under which I have labored. You spent your whole life doing it, man. Sitting here, amongst these grand ruins, how can I deny that man and dragon once lived in peace? But for all that such an age existed, we are now in a time of war. Nidhogg killed my family, and no quirk of history will exonerate him. I may be ignorant of how the Dragon Song War began, but if we do not put an end to this conflict now, I can say for a certainty that it will only breed more vengeful souls such as mine. You're coming around, Estinian. In my hands resides the power to vanquish a great worm. If Ishgard's survival rests on me wielding that power, I will slay Nidhogg myself, orders or no. Estinian, you gave your word. He said if. My word is contingent upon the success of our parley. Show me the strength of your convictions, Lady Iceheart. Convince Heavensward of the righteousness of your cause. He didn't say no, Sale. He didn't say no. Doubt not, but that I shall, Dragoon. Well, waiting's willing, we shall have our answers on the morrow. Sleep now and face our fate with the rising of the sun. Wow, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful place. Oh, bounce speed is increased. Okay. Campfire was so cozy, I must have fallen asleep, Gippo. But do you feel how the winds have shifted? They will have borne Heavensward back to the skies above Zenith, I'm sure of it. This is your chance to climb to the highest floor of the palace and summon him with a toot on that shiny horn. So I'll be heading back now, if it's all the same to you. Good luck, Kupo. It was nice knowing you. But he has such confidence in us. Oh, that's right, I almost forgot. The road is 280. Ah, 7080. It's gonna be nice. Oh, hey buddy. Oh, it's so much faster. How do I get up here? I don't remember. You only need to. Oh wait, where's the thingy? 73 yums to the west. Down here. Where's it up? To the northeast. It must be up top. Ah. There it is. The last current. I don't think I've seen any other blue quests yet. We've got like half the zone to go still. Oh, okay. Alright, we got all the ones we gotta find. Just need questy ones. If you kazoo noises. Just blow it and it sounds exactly like a kazoo. Because the Mughals. Mortals, why do you disturb my solitude? Wah! Oh, he's a big boy. He's only got one eye. Where's your other eye, Heavensward? Thou speakest the name of a creature that but waiteth the release of oblivion. Leave me.
By the 12. Mine ears hear the tongue of dragons, yet the meaning rings clear within my mind. How can that be?
Heavensward, do you not remember me? 'Twas I whom you found in Travania. I who glimpsed the truth.
I'm sure he remembers. That wasn't very long ago for him.
About your past. About Shiva.
Do not speak her name, mortal.
But speak it I must. I have summoned Shiva's soul from the beyond and offered myself as her vessel. She has made her heart known to me.
Foolish girl. Thinkest thou my beloved spirit hath descended from the heavens? That the secrets of her heart are thine to know?
I have surrendered mine to her. Do you not see, my love?
What?
I am Shiva reborn.
You're what? What? Gullible fool. The light but illuminated the past for thee. It did not grant thee omniscience. The spirit thou hast summoned belongeth not to Shiva. 'Tis but a shade conjured by thine own fancy. In an age long past, mine own kin were guilty of like folly. Beguiled by the Dark One's lies, they attempted to resurrect a king amongst worms. Yet the divinity they called forth merely borrowed the semblance of my fallen brood brother. Bahamut. Such gods are not summoned, but created. Phantoms spun from the threads of misplaced faith.
spirit that answered me.
Was but thy dream of Shiva. Thy soul hath been corrupted by a deity of thine own making, child.
Be that as it may, Lord Hraesvelgr, Izel's desire to heal the rift between man and dragon is real, and it has borne us this far. We would spare both our kind and yours the ravages of this senseless war. Pray join your voice to ours in a call for peace and forgiveness.
Tale of thy kind is one of avarice, treachery, and death. Now would speak to me of peace. Hark thee, mortal, to the naked truth. Then tell me thou deservest forgiveness. Wow, it's scary. You get a scary mouth. 1200 years ago, my beloved Shiva's sacrifice served to bring an end to the war twixt man and dragon, paving the way for an age of peace and cooperation. Two centuries of harmony were to follow, during which time the Elezen learned much about us, not least that the eyes of a great worm are the wellspring of his strength. 'Twas out of the selfish desire to possess this strength that King Thordan then conspired to undo all that our people had achieved together. With the aid of his leal knights, that most noble of Elezen lured my brood sister Ratatoskar into an ambush and took from her that which he craved. Fain would I strike the image from my mind, yet still the scene doth linger of my brood sister's tattered corpse, defiled by her Elezen allies. They had torn out her eyes and feasted upon them in the manner of wild beasts. Yet that was not all, for from their bloody banquet the fiends had gained strength beyond that of mortal men. Even now, I labor to comprehend the enormity of their betrayal. Nidhogg was the first to learn of the atrocity, and he took to the skies, hungry for vengeance. But though he slew Thordan and some a few of his knights, their fellow butchers knew only too well where to aim their spears. And with now practiced savagery, they set about my brood brother, sending him flailing from the field. Such is the truth the Holy See would keep hidden. Such was the beginning of the Dragon Song War. 'Tis a song my kind shall ne'er forget, e'en should 10,000 years pass and Ishgard crumble into dust.
Your tale bears scant resemblance to the one I was taught. How convenient that it should absolve your kind of all responsibility. But tell me, dragon, why should I believe your version of events?
What thou choosest to believe is immaterial. The betrayal that yet haunts mine every waking moment is no less than the truth to my kind. And Nidhogg meaneth for Thordan's people to suffer for this sin till the end of days. That which thou imaginest a war of extinction is but a punishment, a siege of the spirit. Hast thou not seen those who tire of the torment, those who abandon their own and side with dragonkind? Know that all the traitors' progeny bear trace of Ratatoskir's essence, but a single sip of our blood is enough to awaken it.
Then, the seed lies within us.
'Tis for this reason that those who abandon their loyalties are rewarded with a drink, and thus they are transformed, to join the ranks of Nidhogg's ever-growing army as newborn dragons. One by one, through death or defection, my brood brother shall count for all the betrayer's children.
Ye gods, I have borne witness to such a transformation. Looked on as a heretic assumed the shape of a dragon. I imagined it some manner of Drovanian enchantment. But if any Ishgardian, regardless of allegiance, has such potential within them, 12 forgive us. To think of all the dragons we've slain.
There will always be some, of course, who choose to fight until the bitter end, like thee, Dragoon. But struggle as thou might, thy youthful vigor will be spent ere thou reachest 210, and Nidhogg shall remain to torment thine offspring.
Oft have I wondered why Nidhogg did not simply raze Ishgard to the ground. Now I have my answer. He has no intention of winning the Dragonsong War, for it is no war at all, but vengeance. An eternal requiem sung for his murdered sister.
That's right. Thou hast the right of it, Dragon Slayer. Comprehendest thou now the futility of thy quest?
I have not come this far only to admit defeat. We can still return the eye to Nidhogg and beg forgiveness for our ancestors' crimes. Mayhap our words will sway him.
No. Stubborn child, thou thinkest in mortal terms. Our perception of time is too broad for thee to grasp. 'Tis a simple matter for thee to offer thine apologies. Thou didst not perpetrate the crime. Despite thy visions, the deeds of history seem distant to thee. For a worm such as Nidhogg, however, that history is yet part of his present. As fresh as the blood that did gush from Ratatuskar's wounds, how could he not be driven mad? 'Tis only by the calming embrace of Shiva's soul that mine own fury hath not consumed me. But let us speak no more of what is done. My faith in your kind is spent, and I would be alone. Gola. That didn't go very well, did it? Heavensward was every bit as awe-inspiring as I had imagined. His voice fairly dripped with power. The will behind his words so undeniable that it transcended my ignorance of the dragon's tongue. It is but a pity that I misliked what he said. So far did we travel, even unto the very heavens themselves, only to be dismissed like unruly children. And far from mitigating this humiliation, the hidden truths we have learned serve only to prove that our grand mission of peace was destined to fail from the first. Nothing will deter Nidhogg from his course. No, it definitely will not. Yes! 65.
Well, what do you propose we do now? I, for one, am intent on continuing to the east.
What is there to be found in the east?
Nidhogg's lair, the Eyrie, is said to lie in that direction. And the eye tells me he is near.
You cannot still mean to slay him.
Oh yeah, that's like we agreed.
You cannot still mean to stop me. I have been true to my word, and aided you in this fool's errand with Heavensward. But your efforts at parley have come to naught, Lady Iceheart. I would see Ishgard saved, and for that, Nidhogg must die.
I don't see that working.
The tale of our ancestors' vile betrayal yet ringing in your ears. You speak of continuing this war?
It's complicated.
Nay, lady. I would but pierce its vengeful heart. When Nidhogg dies, this war shall die with him.
I don't know about that.
A moment, Estinian. You yourself spoke of the Great Worm's strength, that you believed him powerful enough to raise your city to the ground. How then are we few to challenge him? Even behind the stout walls of Ishgard, with an army of knights manning the defenses, our victory would be hard won. Yet you propose to contend with the beast in his own lair.
Yeah.
In close combat, this will afford us an advantage. And if the tales are true, the Warrior of Light has bested many an invincible foe.
I have.
Such speculation is meaningless if we cannot even find the worm. Our first task must be to seek out Nidhogg's lair.
I don't like
The
this.
story of this nation grows bloodier by the moment. Must death always be answered with more of the same?
I mean, Nidhogg's not gonna stop
Such
though.
is the way of things, I fear. I shall consider it a miracle if mine armor is not stained crimson ere this conflict is ended.
About that, Mr. Dude. About that.
That I should be blinded by my own lies. Everything I believed, everything I thought I was, gone. All gone.
You're still doing good work, Aseo.
Leave her. Your words will not reach her now. And we have not the time to wait for her to gather up the pieces of her shattered faith.
Boy. Oh boy. Search for the area. Okay. This is gonna hurt. Oh, no? Oh, that's a shame. We're going this way? Why are we going this way though? Shouldn't we go that way? I don't know. I don't know which way we should go. Okay. Wait. Vincent, where did you go? No, you didn't get XP anyway. No. Oh, I gotta go down that way. Oh, fancy. Boom, 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 boom. We're gonna get real close to a dungeon before it's time to go. It's a far way around this way, huh? Do do do. There's a lot of fights on the way here. Boom. Oh. I'm sorry, Wyvern bro. Please forgive me. Whoa. He's a big boy. Oh, there's a blue quest. Very nice. Oh, yeah, I remember this place. Yeah, okay. More like an insect than a dragon. One, 2, 3. Bum bum. Very low energy today. Sorry about that. Talking about throwing Lalafels in Davos Network today. Throwing Lalafels. There you go. Just 2 more. Should be a blue quest, another blue quest somewhere. And then one from the main story quest.
Is that it?
Is what it? Oh wow. That's very purpley, cloudy, and lightningy.
Aye, that would be the Airy. I feel Nidhogg's presence through the eye, his caustic hatred gnawing at my soul. 'Twould seem the death of his consort has put him on guard. Mark how he wards his lair with tempestuous winds.
Oh.
A similar barrier once barred our entrance to the primal Garuda's domain, until we discovered the means by which it could be penetrated.
Penetrated.
Mayhap it is time we called upon Master Garland. It will be just like the good old days, no?
Healing. The force has sufficient power to break through a primal's defenses might conceivably grant us access to the area. And I can offer no better solution. Try consult this engineer friend of yours. Very well, on the condition that you swear not to lure Nidhogg from his lair in our absence. And steal all the glory for myself, you mean? Nay, I'm not so selfish as that. Contact me by Link Pro when your preparations are complete, and we shall set forth from Ishgard together. I suggest we rendezvous back at St. Renat's Forum. Cedric, from what I gleaned of the Holy Seas, decidedly ambitious airship project, Sid will still be in Ishgard. Okay. Who's on? Okay. Oh, right there. By the Sky Steel Manufactory. When last you saw Master Garland, he was advising the Ishgardians on their ailing airship, correct? In that case, he might still be at Camp Cloudtop. Failing that, we could try the airship landing, or mayhap even the Sky Steel Manufactory. But let's not waste time searching aimlessly. Someone in the city is sure to know where to find him. The question is who? Sir Emmerich would seem the obvious choice, but there's no guarantee he'll be able to grant us an audience at such short notice. I have it. Count Edmond's youngest son prides himself on knowing all the Holy Sea's juiciest rumors. Let us return to the manor and see if Lord Emmanuel is about. The Thieves of Ishgard. Okay. Ah, the hero returns. How goes the fight, old boy? Well, I trust. In search of a Sid Garland, you say? Then say no more. The taverns are full of talk, and the name of said silver-haired genius has cropped up more often than most. I hear he has been tasked with getting that monstrous airship the Holy See commissioned to actually fly. It would seem the project has been plagued with mishaps from the first. In any case, Garland Ironworks employees are known to frequent the airship landing, and I'll wager their master does too. The airship landing? Yes, I thought as much. Come, Cedric, we must find Sid and trouble him for his expert opinion. Why are we going right here? Tears in the snow. What was this? Oh. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't care about that. Bobby Frost. Bobby Frost. Sid. Hi, Sid. What's good? Cedric, Alfino, how fare you both? Not terribly well, judging by your faces. Greetings, Master Garland. I'm sure it will come as no surprise when I tell you we have need of a favor. So we gotta break into a place that's in the sky. Another wind barrier. You say it was conjured by Nidhogg? The Enterprise would certainly take you where you need to go, but she would not fare well against dragons. She's agile for a ship her size, but not that agile. The Dravanians would fly rings around her. If they took it into their heads to incinerate the rigging, there would be precious little we could do to avoid them. But there must be something we can do, some manner of weapon we could employ. Justinian stands vigil at the edge of the churning mist, but we do not know how much longer. Alright. I didn't say it was impossible, I said it was impossible for the Enterprise. We need a smaller boat. Big Swedge, it's time we gave that new toy of yours a proper field test. It's probably best if I let the lads show you. Come on, the manufactory is not far. Okay. Sky Steel Manufactory. Okay. Our little project's just inside. Are you gonna like this one? Am I? What you got for me, bro?
Feast your eyes upon our latest and greatest feat of engineering. We call it a mana cutter.
Mana cutter? What do you call it? Demi's crying again. Wow.
Put down Gaius. Wedge and me struck out on our own for a bit and started work on the successor to the tiny Bronco.
It's a baby.
Impressive little thing, isn't she? My talent for ship design has plainly rubbed off on them. They've adapted the principles of corrupted crystal technology and constructed a mechanism which converts ether from its surroundings into elemental wind. Said wind is then harnessed by the specially engineered sails, providing the craft with propulsion and lift.
Oh, interesting.
A most elegant solution. I'm actually a little upset that I didn't think of it myself.
The design does, however, come with one small flaw.
Oh? What's that?
The energy conversion ratio is bloody awful. To generate enough power to get you off the ground, you need to be in an area awash with predominantly wind-aspected ether.
Oh no.
In other words, there are a few places you can fly, lots of places you can't.
Oh, that's a shame.
The new Ishgardian airship hasn't left the boys much time for tinkering, meaning it may be a while before this particular project takes off, if you'll forgive the pun.
Tataru?
Pataru, what's happened?
Teru.
I've been looking all over for you. There's been word from Aldar. It's about Her Grace the Sultana.
What?
It seems you're required elsewhere. Leave the Mana Cutter with us. We'll see that she's airworthy and suitably equipped to slice through those winds.
Okay.
You, meanwhile, should concentrate on providing Raoban and the Sultana whatever help they need.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I see. General Bond says they may have uncovered the Sultana's whereabouts, and he wants you, by which I mean both of you, to go to the Waking Sands right away and help with the investigation. Come, Cedric, pressing through his guard's plate may be. Our presence here will not serve. Pressing no, Ishgard's plight may be. Our presence here will not serve to hasten the Mana Cutter's completion. Let's return to the troubled lands of Thanalan and lend what aid we may. Tataru, have our friends at the congregation send a message to Asinian. Tell him we have identified a solution to our problem, but that will take some time to prepare. As you wish, Master Alfino. The Waking Sands, warrior of light, 'tis past time Oda was delivered from this darkness. Okay. Well, I think I'm actually gonna stop a little bit earlier today. Take care of some stuff for work. Okay. We'll head out to the Waking Sands next time. I'm sure I will start at the Waking Sands. So we'll be at the Waking Sands tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. I'm thinking about the day off too. I really shouldn't do this every single day. I'm thinking about tomorrow off. Then we'll see. So either tomorrow or in 2 days, we'll be at the Waking Sands, find out what's happening, and we'll end up doing a dungeon. Almost for sure. So I will see you then. Signing off. Bye bye. Bye 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 bye.